Hey, this is Paul from Guitar World, and today I'm going to show you 3 exciting new pedals from Way Huge Electronics: the Swollen Pickle, the Fat Sandwich, and the Pork Loin. Now, something about the names of these 3 pedals is making me hungry, so let's get right in and take a quick look at each one of these exciting new stomp boxes. Dunlop Manufacturing is releasing these 3 brand new pedals from Way Huge Electronics. Now, for those of us in the know of stomp boxes, Way Huge has developed a cult status among those who collect vintage stomp boxes. Way Huge had a whole bunch of stomp boxes that are easily going for $400 to $1,000 on eBay, and they range everywhere from delays to overdrives to compressors and distortions and fuzzes. Now the company is back with Dunlop Manufacturing, and these are 3 new designs, with the exception of the Swollen Pickle, which is a bit of an update on a classic that they had before. The Swollen Pickle, of course, is a jumbo fuzz. The Fat Sandwich is a harmonic saturator, a distortion. And the Pork Loin is a soft clip injection, which is a new take on an overdrive. Some brand new additions to these Way Huge pedals that didn't exist on some of the vintage ones are, of course, the external trim pots, and of course the 9-volt battery compartment being located on the bottom of the pedal for ease of changing the battery. You can also power these by 9-volt as well. But the external trim pots found on each pedal really add to the flexibility of getting your guitar sound. Now, all 3 are really great sounding pedals, and I'll take you through each one. I have my Les Paul here, and also a Tele, so you get to hear with both humbucking and single coil pickups. So let's start with the Swollen Pickle. Let's begin by hearing my guitar sound, my clean guitar sound, going through a Marshall head and a Marshall cabinet. And now let's turn on the fuzz. Before I go any further, let me show you what these 2 external trim pots do to give you added flexibility to getting a really great fuzz sound. Now, obviously, I don't have to show you the loudness and amount of fuzz. You basically set that on any typical fuzz. But let's hear how these 2 really interact. So let's begin with Scoop and my guitar sound. And now let's move over to Crunch, where you'll really hear a bump in volume as well. Here we go. Now moving over to a single coil equipped guitar, an Esquire. It's always great to use a fuzz with a single coil type of guitar because the notes sound more pronounced and clearer than with a humbucker, but it doesn't matter. Let's take a listen. The funny thing about these pedals is the name pretty much characterizes the sound of each individual pedal. So moving over to the Fat Sandwich, which is a harmonic saturator, it's a fat sounding harmonic distortion. So let's take a listen. Let's begin by first hearing my true bypass sound. And now let's turn on the Fat Sandwich. Now let's hear this Fat Sandwich with the telly. Now let's hear a little bit more of a high-end biting tone on the Fat Sandwich so you can make this Esquire growl. Let's take a listen. Moving over to the pork loin, this is a soft clip injection overdrive, and this is probably my favorite of the bunch. It's a take on an overdrive which I haven't heard before. It mixes and matches a bunch of my favorite overdrive pedals, and you'll get to hear it. It's really nice. It's exactly as it says. It's a soft clip, but you can also get some really nice overdrive tones out of this pedal. Let's begin by hearing my sound, clean sound first. And now let's turn on the pork loin. Let's hear the pork loin with the overdrive on full, so you get to hear the amount of overdrive you get from this, and it's really nice. Let's take a listen. Now let's hear the pork loin with Esquire, and I have the same setting I had on the Les Paul. I dialed the gain back, and let's hear it through various amount of gain stages. Here we go. Way Huge Electronics has brought boutique artistry to mainstream pedal design. No doubt, these are top-of-the-line pro player stomp boxes. And I can also guarantee you the Swollen Pickle, the Fat Sandwich, and the pork loin are welcome food groups at any guitar picnic. Check it out.